Sisters, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Pinterest. Now, before you go running and screaming to the hills and said, you've only just told us we need to be on TikTok, we're already killing ourselves on social media, don't add another one to the mix. I hear you, I hear your pain, but listen to me, Pinterest is absolutely something as a beauty brand that you need to be focusing on. I would say, shoot me for saying it, that it should actually be taking preference to Instagram. Now, I'm not saying to stop doing Instagram or stop doing Facebook, but I'm saying that if you put your focus onto Pinterest, it will reap big rewards and you do not have to wait for a long time to see those rewards. I've been doing it under at PR Decoded Pinterest. I've been pinning for about 2 months now, and I've got something like 18,000 they don't call them likes, 18,000 followers or whatever it is, impressions, and it's growing at such an amazing rate. It's such a powerful medium for beauty brands, and let me tell you why. First of all, Pinterest is it's a visual search engine, right? So it's not a social channel like Instagram or Facebook or even TikTok. People are not there necessarily to connect with friends, see what friends are getting up to. They're there to be inspired. They're there looking for ideas. They're there because they're planning something, usually like a wedding, a party, I don't know, a renovation in a part of their house. They're planning to buy a new car, to get a haircut. They're planning an overhaul of their wardrobe. They are there because they are in planning mode and they are there to be inspired. Now, why that's important for brands is it means that they are receptive to brands selling to them on the platform. Now, let me just give clarity of what I mean. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, or even if you're just online and you're scrolling through or whatever and an ad pops up, that ad is interrupting your scrolling, your whatever it is you're there for, right? You're just looking. That ad is interrupting. It's putting itself in front of you, even though you haven't really asked for it, right? And sometimes that can get incredibly frustrating, especially if you're someone like me that's constantly looking on Net-a-Porter, despite the fact I can't afford anything on it, and I've looked at these dreamy pair of Prada shoes that I'm never going to be able to afford, yet every time I log on, there is a little ad with these Prada shoes sort of flashing away at me, and it's tormenting me, and it makes me bloody angry because I can't have it. It doesn't matter how many times they flash that ad in front of me, I can't afford to buy them, so I'm not going to buy them. It's just a waste of their advertising revenue, yet here it is. Yet if I go onto Pinterest, I am there because I'm looking for a velvet green sofa, and if I see one I like and it's got a brand attached to it and I can just click through and buy it from that brand if I can afford it or whatever, then I'm open to it, I'm up for it. More than that, I'm hungry for that. That's why I'm there. That's why I'm in the Pinterest space. So from a brand perspective, it's very, very valuable because people are there to be inspired. So think about that and how you can leverage that inspiration to really help grow your brand on that platform, because I promise you it will reap rewards. Also, it's fun to do. It's very, very easy. It's very fast. You can link through to your YouTube account if you have one. You can link through to your Instagram account. You can connect it to your website, which means that you can track links, so you can really sort of have an understanding of the power of Pinterest and what it's bringing to your brand. You've got some tangible results, you've got some tangible numbers. Okay, so it's a valuable space. It's growing. I think it's growing like 28%. It grew last year 28% on the year before, so the audience is growing. The audience is something like 7 out of 10 female, which is incredibly important for a beauty brand. As we know, presently, the majority of beauty users and buyers are female. I'm sure that's going to change, but right now that's where it's at. So that's why Pinterest remains even more valuable to beauty brands. And it's very, I think what I love about it so much is that it's a very sort of positive space, right? So because people are going there to be inspired, it's kind of a very positive place. It's not places that you get people trying to shock you or trying to show their nipples or whatever it is that people get up to on Instagram and all those other channels. They're not there to galvanize you, to scare you or to make you fearful about the world. They're there to inspire you. So that whole sort of space is a very positive and inspiring place, which I really, really enjoy. Where was I? Oh yes, Pinterest. Yeah, you can claim your website. So I've attached my Pinterest pre-decoded boards to my website. So it all is just such a fluid kind of, you see a post from me, you can just click straight through my website and find out more. It's so super easy. The way that the other sort of advantage with your website being linked to your Pinterest account is that you can track your website analytics. I mean, how amazing is that? You can link back to any pins that that you've put out there and see what kind of traffic that they've got. And you can also put a Pinterest button on your website so that people then can link straight back to your website. It's just the fluidity and the connectivity is really strong. So it definitely means that you'll be able to get really strong visibility, reach more customers, and potentially get lots more followers. There's I'll put a link to this below, but Pinterest are an incredible resource of helping people to create content on Pinterest, on their platform, of course, because they want people to keep coming back, that has the utmost engagement, and that really they just really want to set you up for success. And they have this thing like a Pinterest planner where again, I'll link for it below. It's completely free and you can download it and use it yourself, where it'll be like in January the focus should be on health, wellness, fitness, whatever, and then they give you loads of little tips about what really works. In February it should be this, March, and they basically spell out for you what works. They couldn't be more helpful in getting you to get better engagement on Pinterest. So really, really, I promise you should definitely check that out. If you do decide to jump on the Pinterest board platform, then what I would suggest is that you try to use as much of your own original content as you can, rather than repin other people's, or a mixture. So you've got your own original content and others that you do repin. It's very, very easy. If you go online and find an image or something that's really inspired you, usually if you click on it, you can just link it, and there's a little Pinterest P that comes up, so you can just link it into your board and just create one of your boards and just create a pin, which is great. I mean, it's just an incredibly easy thing to do. I would also suggest that you try to focus on vertical imagery, because the majority of pinners, something like 85% of pinners, Pinterest users, are looking at Pinterest on their mobile, as most of us are now. They are just starting to introduce stories. So how that manifests itself, I don't know yet, but it is an interesting development. You can also post video on there, which, as I say, can link direct to your YouTube account, so, or whatever it is, whatever video you're creating. So make sure that you repost any video that you have that might be useful, and really think about the stories that you want to tell and how you want to inspire people into your brand. So don't just shove anything up there and think, oh, it'll all happen, whatever. Be considered, be considerate, tell stories, bring value, and really think about how you are inspiring someone, how you are making their lives, making them light up, making them interested. It will engage them and entice them into your brand. Now, follow me. As I said, I'm at PRDecoded. I will follow you back, and let's take this Pinterest journey together, because I really think it can be a powerful one for beauty brands if done in a considered and consistent way, which we can do together. So follow me. Have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe, because I have got some mega news launching soon, and I look forward to seeing you next week.